Hi, this is Devin Crosby, and welcome to The Process, where we feature personal stories of overcoming. I hope this episode inspires you and encourages you to see the good in your life. Let's go.
Thank you, Devin, for this interview. I really appreciate it. To tell my story, I'll start out where I grew up. I grew up in Chelsea, Massachusetts. It was a poor blue-collar neighborhood. My father was a window washer and washed floors also, and my grandfather did the same. And I worked at Fenway Park, selling peanuts and programs and souvenirs during those years with Ted Williams and many of the old Red Sox and Yankee players. I would have to get up 5 o'clock in the morning, go into Boston and wash floors and windows at bars, restaurants, and stores, and then come back to go to high school, change in the men's room. I would do my schooling, my education, and then I would play basketball in the afternoon. And then that basketball season, then I would be, I'm on the track team, and I would do track. So I did that for 4 years, and I was very fortunate to be a very good basketball player. And college up in Boston gave me a full scholarship. Now, at that time, tuition was $600. Now, it could have been.
Larry, that won't buy you much right now.
No, right. My family didn't have any money to go to college.
Yeah.
My brother, when he graduated a few years earlier, he got a job in an insurance agency, and he said, wow, they make a lot of money. And there's a supermarket we found in Brockton, Massachusetts, next to a tag shop where they give out the plates, the registry of motor vehicles. So my brother and I rented it, and all of a sudden the business, people kept one-stop service. So people kept coming into the agency, and we got better and better and bigger and bigger. And we opened another agency, another. And today I have 50 of those offices up in Boston. We came down to Florida. We decided after we had a terrible storm in 1978, the blizzard of 78. Let's go to a nice environment. And we did. We went to Florida. So we opened up a business, Nation Safe Drivers. My brother and I worked it, and we expanded it out, and it got bigger and bigger. And then a few years ago, about 4 years ago, what we did is we did what they call ESOP. We sold to the employees, 450 employees of our company. And we sold $380 million, which was a lot of money.
Larry, repeat that again. 300 and what?
$80 million. We sold the business.
380 million.
Right. And we sold.
Wow.
And we made 28 millionaires in the company out of the 450 people. All of them were because we left the legacy. And my brother.
Yeah, you did.
After I sold the company to them, another company came in and bought the company for $975 million.
Jeez, 975 million.
This past December, is a major company out of Chicago. This country has been great to us. I mean, we were poor boys. All of a sudden, we're rich boys.
Yes, but that's a lot of hard work behind that, Larry.
So we decided we want to give back. My family, we have a foundation where my family meets, and we decide on what charities and organizations we want to give money to. So we're giving back to it. Also, we've given, Lynn, I love Lynn because I love the sports here and the people who work at Lynn. My wife and I have gifted all the locker rooms. We renovated all the locker rooms.
Yes.
We did.
That's where we met, Larry, in the locker room when you had just given the gift for the lacrosse and soccer locker rooms.
Right, really, really nice. And also, we gave for the scoreboard. The scoreboard's named after us. Mm-hmm. Also, the new weight room is going to be named after us when it's complete. Yes,
the Larry and Elaine Strength Center. So right now, obviously, the pandemic has put a lot on hold. But we're looking to open that very, very soon, very, very shortly, once we can get people back into working in construction. And that's going to change a lot of lives, Larry. How did you connect with Lynn University? Was it through basketball?
Well, it's interesting. A friend of mine who I grew up in the fifth grade, he was out of Arkansas. He moved to Arkansas. He went as a teacher at the University of Arkansas. He came to Florida and he got a job as a dean at Lynn University. And he invited me to the Blue and White Club, and I got involved. And I became president of the club, and I liked the sports. I like the basketball, the soccer, the baseball, the volleyball, and I did whatever I could do to help the Lynn University because all the people were so good. And I enjoyed all the games, and being down the street here was great. And of course, the cafeteria is the greatest.
Yeah, right. The food on campus at Lynn University is the best. Yeah.
That's my involvement in Lynn. My kids didn't go here, or I didn't go to Lynn University, but I do love the sports, and I do love the Dr. Ross, Kevin Ross, and the administrators. And they have such wonderful persons, such as you, Kevin, as you all know. You do good things.
Thank you. Yeah. It's been nice to see that connection, with you at the university, and we've really enjoyed it, Larry. We really have. Yeah. And I say that you given the gift to the Smith Strength Center is going to change the lives of our student athletes. We're already one of the strongest athletic departments in higher education with 25 national championships, but now adding that quality of the weight room is going to be amazing. As you know, we're in one of the most difficult moments of our society. And I think every fiber of health, economy, and humanity has been challenged. What advice would you give to anybody who might be struggling through this time? Is there any advice that you draw from or that you've gleaned or learned through your time?
We're all working together to try to resolve this particular problem. And you just got to be patient, and our lives have changed, and we just have to change with it. And you have to do the right things in life, and things will turn around.
Through the simple game of basketball, you were able to turn around the entire legacy of your family, of generations, just by a game.
Right, exactly. If it wasn't for basketball, I would have been a window washer, what I was telling you before.
It's amazing, Larry, because I think that the principles that you and I both, see the same way is that sports are a platform for success, but you've lived it as yourself. Your beautiful bride, Lane, lived it as a student athlete. Your kids and now your grandchildren, and you've been able to have one of I'd say the greatest success stories of almost like the American way. To make multiple millionaires out of other people, yourself a millionaire, the long work that you have done to have multiple successful businesses, all going back to that opportunity to get a college scholarship, a $600 college scholarship. That's an amazing story, Larry.
There are a lot of good people in this world. We read the newspaper and see the news, and there's all this negativeness about people. Yeah. But there are a lot of good human beings in this country of ours.
Mm-hmm. I agree. That's absolutely well, Larry, and you're a reflection of that. You're one of them. So, thank you for watching The Process. Check out more episodes on LynnFightingKnights.com.